You gonna be a football player when you grow up?
Today is the best day of your life. Believe me.
He might be the finest quarterback produced in the last 10 years.
Philadelphia Eagles select Donovan McNabb.
And he said, I'm the best decision this organization has ever made.
He's a daylight. That's all I need.
Fortunately for me, I didn't lose my life, didn't lose my job. Football convinced me that life is a team game.
That's right, it's a game for men.
Rest of your life. Nobody can ever tell you that you couldn't do it.
Was this the final game on the sidelines for a great coach?
I want to thank you very much for making my day in the sun so memorable.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to the RetroBowl Weekly Recap Show. My name is Andrew, and in this week's episode, we'll be covering weeks 7 through 9. We will also be covering some news from around the league, so let's get right into it. As you may be aware, the trade deadline was this week. Shockingly, most teams have been quiet for now. However, with the deadline approaching, we received a fax from one of our colleagues down in Baltimore with a potential trade that could change the league dramatically. Let's go down to our top reporter, Pete Finley, for more information.
Thanks, Andrew. It's currently 11 p.m. here in Baltimore, and yes, the reports are true. Just moments ago, we received word that the Devils Reject will be sending a third-round draft pick in exchange for Moose Williams, the 4-star linebacker from the University of Texas. This trade can and will certainly rock the Northern Conference. After a rough battle in Week 7 against Minnesota, the team felt it needed to up its defense, and Dallas seemed to answer that prayer. It may be quiet here tonight, but come game day, I can assure you, it won't be. Back to you, Andrew.
Thanks, Pete. Will you be staying down there for the tailgate parties?
Oh no. I'm getting on a flight first thing in the morning.
Alright, well thanks, Pete. And to our camera crews that worked tirelessly throughout the night. Moving on, earlier this week, I got in contact with one of my colleagues down in Cleveland. I was able to set up a call with the Gibson's head coach. Currently, the Gibson is sitting in first place in the South, and first in the league overall. I was able to pick his brains about his team's success and what's next. Let's take a listen. Hi there, Coach. Thank you for taking the time to be with us. So, you're currently sitting first in your conference. What do you tell your players to keep them motivated?
You know, with us sitting at the top of our conference, obviously, everyone tends to get confident. With that being said, I try to keep my players humble. And, constantly telling them that any team could beat us.
Last week, Coach, the Philadelphia Soul suffered 2 major injuries. With your bye week coming up, were you happy to hear that news?
The unfortunate thing about football is that players get injured. Many of my players have close friends from around the league. However, from a pure football perspective, it could honestly be a bit of a relief when a team like that even has one player go down. I don't know. Still, I try to keep my team focused and playing at their best.
Last thing, Coach. Have you prepared yourself at all for the playoffs yet? Or do you just take it day by day? And what do you tell the doubters? I'm sure there's many people out there that want to see you fail right now. What do you tell them?
Well, the playoffs are in the big picture. My team and I tend to focus on the opponent at hand. Being underestimated is one of the biggest competitive advantages you can have.
Thank you for your time, Coach. Amazing stuff, and truly a great organization. We wish them all the best going forward. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, this week's Top 5 standings. To the north! Devil's Reject retains first place, while the Toronto Huskies move into second. Black Mamba staying in third. Altered Moose falling from second all the way to fourth after forgetting to submit for 2 weeks now. Adma moving out of the top 5. Effensta moving into 5. On to the south. The top 4 spots have not moved at all, while the Comedian moves his way into 5th place. From the looks of it, anyone has a shot at the top 3 spots in this conference. To the east. The Eastern Conference is our Conference of the Week. Hyper Slow moving from 1st down to 4th. Master Yoda moving into 3rd, while Parks and Rec move all the way up into 2nd, while not even being on the board last week. Starbursting moves down into 5th, while Big Lugnuts moves from 3rd to 1st. On to the West. Dark still sits in the 1st spot, while Sockeyes moves all the way down to 5th, was originally in 2nd last week. This made room for RMTG Games and Aiden Cooker from Corey Link 205. He moved from 4th last week all the way up to 2nd. As of right now, the West is wide open, with Ian Chihuahua coming in 4th, could easily move to 2 or 3. That's all the time we have, folks. Stay safe, and I'll see you next week. Hey everybody, hope you liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Also, there's a link in the description with everyone's scores that I am updating constantly. Thanks, and I'll see you next week.